Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of P&M's Movie Criticisms. I'm Miss M.
And I'm Miss P.
What's up everybody? Welcome back. Alright, so today's the day everybody. We're doing it. Family, friends, we are going to review Michael. Yep, that's right. But before we do that, there's one thing we need. Miss P,
You don't even know hype you
you
better
know
hype yourself up. Hey, you don't even know hype you better hype yourself up. Hey, you don't even know hype you better hype yourself up. Hey, you don't even know hype you better hype yourself up. You don't even know hype you better hype yourself up.
it is the P&M movie criticisms with the hot sauce. P&M movie criticisms with the hypnotism. P&M movie criticisms. We be getting them P&M movie criticisms. We tell you everything that's hot and everything that's not. Isn't that right, Miss P?
That's right, Miss M.
You can't be jumping out there like that. I gotta get my flow.
Hey,
I gotta get my flow.
the pan hit the fire, honey. Had to go.
Okay. Anyway, let's talk about it. Michael. Let's talk about rating Michael. So you know we gotta rate Michael. Up at the top, we have the Carolina Reaper. Nothing's hotter, nothing's better. This is pure silver screen perfection. Beneath that, we have the Ghost Pepper. Hot, hot, hot. All types of nice. But at the same time, it's missing something that keeps it from being a crucial Carolina Reaper. Then, at the bottom, well, towards the middle, I should say, even though it's kind of like the bottom. Let's be fair. It's the middle. It's the habanero. It's good. For date nights. I mean, it's not the best, but it's all right. It's all right. And then beneath that, we have the jalapeno. The jalapeno is meh. It's nothing special. You kind of wish you did something else with your time. And beneath that, you have the bell pepper. The bell pepper is mild, mild, mild. And this is where you start to demand for your money back and throw popcorn at the screen. You know? So, how do you rate Michael, Miss P?
I'm gonna give it a ghost habanero pepper.
Ghost habanero pepper. So, are you thinking like maybe like half? Are you thinking like a half ghost pepper, half habanero?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And what are
Okay.
you gonna rate it?
I'm just gonna give it a ghost pepper.
Nope. We'll talk about it for the reasons why I rated it like that.
Okay, let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to rate these movies. And let's rate it. We have to justify it. So let's do it. So, Miss P, can you tell me about P&M's movie criticisms criteria?
Sure can. Number 9, do we like it or do we love it? Number 8, is it historically accurate? Number 7, did it strike my emotions? Number 6, did it keep my attention? Number 5, what are the production elements like? Number 4, what's the directing like? Number 3, what is the quality of acting? Number 2, the sound quality and effects. And number 1, cinematography, my favorite.
Cinematography. So, did you like it? Did you love it? How you feeling it?
The parts that I liked, I loved, and the parts that I didn't like, I just didn't like it.
So, what were those parts?
I thought it was odd. He called his mom, mother. It kind of gave me that Norman Bates type of, like when you
But
hear that
isn't that what
enough,
they did in real life, though?
like I said, to me, that is odd.
But that's not a reason to like rate it down.
No, no, no. I rated it down because it skipped too much. Like,
Well, you can't like do everything.
no, I
That
don't. I
movie
don't
was
want
2 hours.
everything. I mean, I like the fact that they spent a long time on his childhood. You know, Like, you get to see the reason why he had plastic surgery, I feel like. You get to see the reason why he was doing some of the things that he did. Like Neverland, Peter Pan was one of his favorite movies. So he built
You know.
Neverland, Neverland Ranch, that kind of thing. You see, like you see why you see the development of the character and you see
Yeah.
why he was the way he was. But the part that I didn't like is that they skipped out on a whole section. Like, I don't know
Ooh,
if everybody
portrayal.
knows about this, but he was in The Wiz, and that was a whole big pivotal turn in his life right there too. But they skipped over it. So I didn't like that. So I was like, And then it was just like when he got older, the actor that they had playing him, I thought was his nephew, something like that.
Yeah, Jafar Johnson.
And yeah, it looked like he spit him out and stuff, but there was just certain sections that you could tell it was an impersonator impersonating Michael Jackson. Like, the thing is, I want to get lost in the movie. I don't want to like be like, oh, that's his nephew. Oh, that's similar to what Michael Jackson would do, you know? Um, I thought it was kind of strange that they kind of glossed over the fact that David Bowie was one of the reasons why Michael Jackson got played on the air on MTV too. I thought it was kind of weird that they glossed over. Like, I understand that you can't, it's only what, an hour and some change movie, and you can't do everything, but they're making a part two, or they left it open so they could make a part two. I thought it was good, but the parts that I liked, and the parts that I didn't. That's how I am. And the
Mm.
justifiable thing is because sometimes the acting was really good on point, and then sometimes I was just like, I'm watching Nia Long in a wig to play this part. And then sometimes I'm like, the best part of that whole movie was Joe Jackson the whole time. Like, that to me is how he was. That to me is how he was gonna act. That to me is Joe Jackson. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, so if a movie is done well enough, I can turn it off and not nitpick at it. So, like, I feel like there's a lot surrounding this movie, even in a lot that's crowding into your brain, even before you watch it, even before you go to watch Michael. Hands down, there's always going to be somebody nitpicking at something, and it just gets in the way of the movie watching experience. And it's because it was a real life person. But honestly, realistically, a lot of the information that we know about Michael Jackson and a lot of the information that we have out in the public about him, the truth is we don't know what's real and what's not real. Only very few small select people know. For example, Barry Gordy, he asks Michael, "How old are you?" He says 10. No, you're 8. From then on, Michael's 8. From then on, wherever it's being posted, he's 2 years younger than what he actually is. I mean, is he around that ballpark? Yeah, but that's not his age. There's a 2-year difference there, you know? And it makes you ask this question: what else is like that about him and his life? Because the truth is, this is just what a celebrity is. A celebrity is probably one of the most idolized figures in the world, but they're the most ambiguous. They're ambiguous. You don't know what's what. There's just too many uncertainties. Just really, truly. Um, I'm not looking for certain things that I think another thing they did is for like even for what you're talking about as far as Jafar Jackson, I think he did a great job. I really do. But the likeness of Jafar Jackson to Michael was too close. It's too close because of what you're saying. It jarred you out of it. It brought you in, but it brought you out. It brought you in because he's a lot like they made him look a lot like his uncle. It brought you out because he isn't his uncle, right?
Uh-huh.
All the reasons that brought you in is all the reasons that brought you out, and you kinda gotta get out of that, if you can, that Hollywood eye, and just watch it and just move it to the side. Luckily for me, I was able to do that, and I think that his acting was spot on. As a matter of fact, I think it was creepy. I think he was really channeling his uncle. It was creepy, really creepy. I loved it.
And that's why we look at films objectively and subjectively. But for me, it was weird. It was like you're watching a biopic. Like, do you remember in I want to say the 90s they had a biopic where Jason Weaver played little Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I remember that biopic. They played it every year like it was a Christmas special or something.
Yes. And so I guess maybe that's what I was like, you know how you base things off of other things you've already seen? And I didn't
Yeah.
go in with that mindset, but I was like, I think they did it better in the miniseries. You know what I'm saying? Just little, it was just little minute things for me. Like, which one played the bass? Which one played the guitar?
You talking about the Jackson 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, you asking the wrong person. I don't
Well,
know.
the one that played the guitar in the miniseries, Jermaine. Jermaine? I don't know. The one that played the one in the movie series, like in the TV series, he got beat for even touching Joseph's guitar. You see what I'm saying? He got his
Yeah.
butt handed to him. Like this one, it was kind of already they glossed over it. You see what I'm saying? It's just like you know what you know because of the epic, like the little miniseries thing,
Well,
and
yeah,
then
but we know Joe's violent. We know Joe. No, he didn't have that part in Jermaine about there, but it's called Michael. It's
oh,
Michael.
I know, but I mean, it was the Jackson Five before it was just Michael.
That's the name of the movie, though.
I know.
He beat Michael that. I mean, excuse me. He beat Michael. Like he beat Michael. Like, we saw him. He beat Michael after he said they got home and they did a great job performing, and then Joe wants them to practice. They're tired. And then that's a spoiler. Michael gets beaten by Joe for speaking up. I think that our little Michael did such a good job
Uh-huh.
playing him. I really, really do. Our young Michael Giuliano Valdi, he did such a good job. He was so cute as little Michael. He really was. I think he did a great job. And
Yes,
he really brought him to life. He really, really did. And
I'm
when
not
he
gonna
gets
downplay it
beaten
and
by,
say he didn't. He did. He did
oh,
a really good job.
oh no, oh no, I'm talking about why I like it. But yeah,
Mm,
definitely. Like you didn't ask any questions when you watched him. You were just watching a movie when you
mhm,
watched him. And when you watched Coleman Domingo, you really watched him. And as for Jafar, I think Jafar did a really good job. I mean, I think it's really creepy what they did. It was like for me, it was like watching Michael. And I think that for other people who are watching Michael, watching Jafar Jackson play his uncle, I think he got maybe too close for a lot of those people. For a lot of people. Because
mhm.
he just got too close. But that was the idea, is what Antoine Fuqua was going for, right? Hey Antoine, is what he was going for. And
Yeah,
he got it. He definitely got it.
don't fly so close to the sun, Icarus.
Icarus, I don't believe in Icarus.
Girl, Icarus.
Yeah, I know. Icarus, Greek mythology. He flew too close to the sun because he had wings for glue. Well, they super glue put on the glue and everything and it melted?
Candles, yeah, candle wax. Don't
Yeah.
fly so to the sun. Don't fly too close to the sun because you'll plummet and fall down.
I don't even know how it got in the air anyways with all that candle wax, but that's just
And
me
welcome to the
personally.
world. I know.
But anyway, back and when I saw Michael get beaten by Joseph, for
Hmm.
me it said, "Shut up, you're mine. You do what I say, how I say, why I say. You don't ask any questions. I don't want to hear anything else from you."
Hmm.
And this is where we witness Michael's voice being taken from him. And it takes adult Michael a a lot to get that voice back. And by the end of the movie, he gets that voice back. He gets the voice that was beaten out of him because that's the only thing Joe understands. That's what Joe knows. Joe is that classic personality that is strict. He's from that era where bigots can say, I want you to beat your child for no other reason than I want you to cause your own pain, your own child suffering because I can. Because I'm white and you're black and I'm power tripping. That is where Joseph comes from. And Joseph is a product of that brutal environment. And he whipped silence into his children like the oppressor whipped silence into him. So when Michael gains his voice back and he tells him, this is the end of the Jackson 5, that is monumental. That is a wonderful character arc.
Yes. And I
And
was
that's
like, yeah,
just one of the reasons. Uh-huh.
he stood up. Like when he did it, I was like, yes, say it again for the people in the back.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Uh, um, I know that's just the way I was seeing it. Because I'm thinking I can't help but look at it from a historical standpoint. I mean, it's just, and none of these actions excuse Joseph. They don't,
Mm-mm.
not at all. But that's not to say, it takes a monster to make a monster. Anyways, though, that's all I gotta say about it. What's next?
Girl,
What
we
do you got
already
to
did.
report?
We did. Is it historically accurate? We did that. Did it strike your emotions? We did that. Did it keep my attention? We did that. Now, number 5. What are the production elements?
This is the second this is the second most popular biopic according to
Other than
people.com.
what's the first one?
I believe Elvis. It surpassed Elvis. So let's see. And wait, let me see. According to people.com, so, open quote, Michael has passed a major box office milestone. Deadline reported on Monday, May 11th, that the Michael Jackson biopic has netted $577 million since it hit theaters 3 weeks ago, including $240.4 million at the domestic box office and $336.88 million abroad, bringing in $95 million in its third week and making Michael the second highest grossing biopic of all time. Come on, let's see. Let me add up some of these numbers. Okay, so that's pretty big. That's amazing. You're looking at over $700 million here. And the film surpassed Elvis, was brought in $288.70 million worldwide, according to Billboard, and 2018's Freddie Mercury biopic Bohemian Rhapsody would kick in $216.70 million at the box office and 910 and $80 million overall, still holds the number one spot. So that's Bohemian Rhapsody. Whoa. Wow, that is crazy. Bohemian Rhapsody took in a lot. That's almost $1 billion. 910 to $80 million, but Michael has about $700 million. Goodness gracious. This is wow. Okay. Well, congratulations to everybody who worked on Michael. You have a success, but biopics are always very, very popular. And wow. Congratulations, Antoine Fuqua. What's up? That's what's up. That's insane.
I told you. So the number one must have been Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody has over $900 million. But if you want the exact numbers from Michael, it's 706,767,764 dollars. So let's see. I think this is the fourth week Michael is in. I wonder if it can make it to 800 million. And by the way, they had a budget of $155 million.
So not a flopperoonie.
Nope, not a flopperoonie. So we're gonna 4 or 5 times his budget. So yeah, it was nice. The mansion was nice. Joe's office was nice. I like I like Joe. I like Coleman Domingo as Joseph.
Yeah.
How do you? He was perfect.
Yes. I told you. I mean, that was my favorite. That he was my favorite of the whole movie was Joe.
Yeah, I mean Joe. And you know what? Did you notice the attention to detail with Joe? Like, did you notice how at the beginning of the movie, his back when the boys were boys, his back, it was just nice and straight. He was strong, but as the movie got on, he was hunching more and more and more.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing attention to detail. It really was. Just amazing attention to detail. I like, and that's what I love about this movie. I love the attention to the detail. I love the attention to the detail of Michael's nose. I love it with the vitiligo. I love it with Joe's aging. I love it. I love all of that attention to detail. I think it's the little things like that that really brought this movie together.
It's little details that count.
It's those little details. Coleman, can I call you Coleman? If I didn't say your name correctly, please forgive me. Correct me nicely, please. You were phenomenal. I can't wait to see what else you're going to do next. I mean, wow. When this guy, he's been acting for a long time, but we're just now seeing him. Like, just now. I
And a
remember,
motion picture thing, yeah.
yeah, like, I was looking on IMDb and I saw some stuff from 1998. I'm like, what? What is this? Like, but he's been doing little things too. Oh my gosh. Like, oh man. Anyways, this guy, he's doing this thing. He's doing this thing. We gotta see him. You should go see him in 1997 where he looks like a little geek. He just looks like a kid, really. He looks like a kid in the 90s, and by the time we get to, like, the 2000s, he's got his grown man looks going. He doesn't have that prepubescent stuff going on. But anyways, though, that was up. Any more notable actors for you?
Um, Coleman was because he's been in a lot of stuff. Like it's not the first time that I've seen him
I don't know.
for me anyway.
I mean,
He's
I've
been in
seen him.
he's
Yeah.
been in like so many things that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but with his acting skills,
He
he
is
could have
gonna
had
be
a
like
much
another
longer, more powerful resume.
wait, you know who he's gonna be like?
Huh.
Angela Bassett.
Hmm. I can see
Because he
that.
has all the skills and he's been nominated several times.
Oh my gosh. If we talk about his nominations, yeah. Like, oh my gosh. We're talking about, was it 91? Let me go take a look. 91? Like, there's a lot of nominations here. No, no, no. 113 nominations total and 91 wins, nominated for 2 Oscars for the best performance by an actor in a leading role in Sing Sing, and 2024 nominee best performance by an actor in a leading role and Arrested. So it's only a matter of time before he gets that Oscar. Only
He's
matter of time.
nominated twice, so that's saying something right there.
Only matter of time. I think the one thing that really marks this movie is just how iconic Michael Jackson is. This wasn't there, that wasn't there, or this wasn't spoken, or that wasn't talked about, or this and that. People, I think that's it. People are going to be nitpicking and just nitpicking it apart to pieces, I think. And that's one of the things you have to be careful. But despite all of that, this movie is still really high grossing. And you know who I didn't expect to see?
Yeah.
Lorenz Tate.
I didn't either. I was like, that's Lorenz Tate. I looked again and I was like, that's Lorenz Tate.
Like, where has he been?
You know, around, I guess.
Like, like Lorenz, I was like, you used to see him everywhere back in the day. I was like, hey, Lorenz, what's up? How's it going? Oh my gosh, like Lorenz, man. Like, all right. So, like, yeah, I mean, he's working. He got his things. I mean, what he had like he was Barry Gordy. Okay, we saw that. He was in a Power Book 2 Ghost from 20 to 2024, but that's 23 episodes. And from 2017 to 2020, Power 29 episodes. Anyway, so these are some of those notable actors. And so hey, Lorenz, what's up? What's next, Miss P?
The thing that we have next is going to be the quality of acting. We've already talked about it. The sound quality and effects, we have not talked about. The sound quality and effects. When his hair caught on fire, it was just that little spark, and you see it catch a fire, and you
That was
see what it did,
scary.
huh?
That was scary.
But it caught it, and that's the thing that I was just like, oh wow, oh wow. And of
Yeah.
course, if they wouldn't have told him to move, none of that would ever happen. I don't believe.
Yeah, and he got like a jury curl. My gosh. You know
Well,
how
those were
long?
highly flammable.
What? Oh my goodness. That was like the worst hairstyle for the worst position all at the same time.
That's what I said, but hey, what do I know, right?
You know a lot. You know a lot. We all know more than we think we know. It's one of those things, you know. At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be, yeah, I know about the allegations. I know the alleged this and the alleged that. I get it, I get it. But again, there's so many elements about celebrities that you don't know, especially as the public. I mean, just because it's on a website doesn't mean because it's on Google doesn't mean it's true. I mean, you think Michael's the only one who goes by a younger age but is actually older? Come on. Just about probably every celebrity is probably 3 to 5, and even some of them 10 years older than what they actually are. And this is called publicity. They have a PA team, okay? These people create and, they bend things. The truth is what they do. So to take this man's life so literally, you just can't. At the end of the day, this is what you need to realize. There's Michael Jackson, the human being, the person, and then there's Michael Jackson, the brand. There's Michael Jackson, the image. There's Michael Jackson that's controlled by publicity. Okay? At the end of the day, you got to realize you're looking at a performer versus the person beneath the performer. And I think that's why everybody's complaining. I think people are complaining because they love the icon Michael Jackson so much that even if they don't realize it at the forefront of their minds or of their subconscious minds, that they are not getting the real Michael. What they're getting is the publicized Michael. And I think that's the real problem people have with this film. But you know what? Fans, I know you're fans. I know you're probably going to get mad at me. But chances of that happening are slim to none. Okay? And then, and at the same time, I'm just going to also say this. You don't really want to know what a real person is. The real Michael Jackson could be boring. The real Michael Jackson could also be something none of us that he would ever be. It could be either or. But if we're going to delve into this man's life and pick it apart and boycott him, then newsflash, you might as well just stop your subscriptions to Netflix, to Amazon, to Hulu, to YouTube, because there's a lot of celebrities that have done a lot of dark stuff and it's not even alleged. Not even, it's been proven. There's a whole list that we could go through. But if you're going to nitpick, be mindful and realize that there's a lot you're just going to have to just turn it off and just pick up the books.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. Anyways, that's all I got to say about it.
No, I agree. And
Anything
that's
else you want
that's
to
a
say?
very rare thing that we with movies anyway.
Yeah.
The cinematography was great.
Yeah, cinematography. That was good. Tell us more about that cinematography, Miss P.
Okay, the cinematography, let me tell you something. But when you see he was a musical genius almost, because you see how he always put stuff up on his board and it zoomed in and it said Mama say Mama sigh Mama. I was like, no. Words are, I'm gonna tell you one more time, I'm not gonna stop. And it was on the board. And that was just a little Easter egg that I don't know if a lot of people caught that, but it was there on the board. So while he was writing out the lyrics to the song, lyrics to songs, and it was right there on that board. Um, if you blink you'll miss it. But it was so quick. I was like, oh, it's right there. But I knew what I was looking for, I guess. But even with his hair catching on fire, that was really good. How he was like every penny that he got from that accident, he donated it to the hospital. You know, he
Yeah.
loved children. His love of children was because he didn't have a childhood, man. But I digress. We're not even going to get into that. But I felt bad for him, like little
Yeah.
Michael, and little Michael got stunted at like 12. So when I say you get stunted, it's like, yeah, you're 32, but your mindset is of a 12-year-old because you've never grown past where you got stunted at.
Mhm.
And so, go ahead. I'm sorry. That
Oh,
has
no,
nothing to
no.
do with cinematography, but that was my final takeaways from the movie. Was I felt bad for him, but I felt good for him because he finally stood up for himself and he was finally heard and he walked away from it. You know?
He did, he did. I think he did remarkably well because it's like Miss P said, he was stunted. He was stunted because nobody wanted him to move past that age. Everybody's too worried about that almighty dollar. Oh, they want him to keep that falsetto. They want him to keep that sound. Oh no, what are we gonna do? I mean, well, he's a boy. His Can I say his balls need to drop? Mhm.
Why
Like,
you
can
shut
I
it down?
say? Can I say that? Like, let the boy grow into a man. Let him be a man. And so it's his whole environment. It's his whole environment. Because of the dollars, because of the money, they wanted him to always be that little boy. But that's just not reality, no matter how good the money's looking. And you know
Well,
what?
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, the only thing I was gonna say was Michael growing into a man was a huge success.
Well, when he fired, excuse me, when he fired his dad over the facts, because he didn't want to. He was just like, "I'm done with this, man. And here's your walking papers. I'm out."
But you know what? Joe wasn't going to understand that because that's not the language Joe speaks. Joe didn't understand it. Joe didn't get it. Not until Michael said it in a way that he can understand. And if you don't know what that is, you're just going to have to watch the movie to find out how Michael really tells Joe. Got to speak the language.
Here,
Okay.
it's like, yeah, you have to speak the language, but you also have to know what you're in store for.
Michael knew.
To a point, because I don't think he knew how devious. Showing him meeting with Don King and all that kind of stuff. I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Well, yeah, but from Michael, I'm pretty sure if we could hear words from Michael, he would have I mean, man, could you imagine story time with Michael Jackson? Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Michael Jackson just telling stories and everything, and he like, which is not what you're gonna get. So don't expect it, but that's what you want. And anyways, Michael Jackson would be like, so like, tell us about Dirty Diana, or like.
Mhm.
Or then we could be like, so tell us about all those sharks in the industry. Tell all, no hold bars. Yeah, that'll never happen. Never. It'll be exciting though.
But it's not going to.
Oh my gosh. You know what? You know how they had Black Panther What If? You know what? We couldn't even do Michael Jackson What If. The Jackson would sue whoever did that.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody will find some type of way to mess it up. But, that's what happens when you have a legend bigger than life. When you have a legend bigger than life, you have bigger than life truths and bigger than life lies.
Well, what can you do?
What can you do about it? Exactly. We're always going to hear some type of rumor, you know, this is about Beyonce, and this is about Will Smith, and this is about Elvis Presley, and this is about Dolly Parton, things like that. What have you, Marilyn Monroe.
But at the end of the day, all I can say is it's a good movie. You just have to, I'm just nitpicker for this one. I'm just
Yeah,
a nit.
keep nitpicking.
Um, that's because you got to understand when you watch the Jacksons every single year of your life, of your little life, when you're 12 to 13, 14, you can sing every song. Yeah, don't nitpick.
I'm just looking at character story arcs, people. But that's
See,
exactly why you have P and M. We have two different perspectives, and we come together and we blend them to give you a well-rounded listening experience.
so here's the thing. If you want to follow us on our socials. We have P&M Movie Criticisms on TikTok. We have P&M Movie Criticisms on the following platforms. So you don't have to write them down, just type them in. YouTube, we have P&M Movie Criticisms. We have shorts. We have our podcasts on there. We have everything that you would need. We have Spotify. We have Apple. We have, what is that other
iHeartRadio.
one? iHeartRadio. We have a Patreon page. Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Also, that's right. And Miss P, don't forget to tell everybody about this one thing right here. You know what I'm talking about. Faces.
oh, Lord.
Faces.
We will be debuting our faces. Okay.
Amazing. I know, right? They're gonna love it.
Um, if you see me wear a mask, don't say nothing. It's just part of the ruse.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
Uh-huh. You just gonna have to drop on by and see what we look like. Cause I know y'all are wondering.
Yeah. People, human nature.
Tell them that it's human nature. Why? Why does she do me this way?
Oh, wow. I didn't even do that on purpose. But
Uh-huh.
yeah. Oh man, you make me want to listen to that song right now. After that podcast, I'm totally listening to it. That's right, everybody. Listen to your favorite Michael Jackson songs. We can probably pay 5 seconds of a Michael Jackson song without being sued, but we're not going to.
Yeah, no. Cause copyright flag, strike us down. No, thank you.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to us. If there's anything you want us to review, just let us know. And we would love to talk nicely with you. But hey, I'm Miss M, and I'm about this piece.
I'm Miss P. Bye.